Nemompono, first is the country demonstration. Make a can say, your republic near we fourth republic now, and Shagana for no any no. Your best son. Now in the past, no, Sagana for best some republic, and send your city and Mamma. Yes, so the foreign Yomujim. Yen is the country for your president for Memobia. Your best son, best is the constitution. Your best is your republic. Adian Chipo, and a buying penny for for national security for the Yabachimi. Some may Marco Casa, your best
I'm not way, I'm not way.
Oh, Dana. The next day, police headquarters, IGP meeting. You be a meeting, a new extra picture, and I make caption of the 2 lines in the backyard of the police service in the Crano. Yeah, Protiku no. Because you say, even say, I feel that a year for a full just years for the dear, and the more parents say, Macasetia abino. And then the family. Now the American say, "Say me kasa mumpo, obi kasa bia, makasa from na." And the running mean be. Now me say running mean dia. Ye mra no na constitution e dia to ye won so. Say ye dia no ye democracy. Say ke be ma me ke bia memu no. As I said that for mu bia mu ni. That na ye be chime no. Mu bi say ye torture me, ye torture me. Me right say me ba court ni, ya observe ana. All the rights na constitution no more to be protected no. Omo be protect that constitution. Because they start to me who say buying paying for protect that constitution, you know that. For instance, say John a year or you could complain to police for no police complaint call. Papa should you want so nobody is above the law. Come on here complaint the police will investigate you. 6 months later, I'm going to say, when they are bad on my year, they said they come on mobile. They are more 3 times. I'm on the into when one night, oh, I don't wait. Calling no. And now, dear Mlana, she said, on Medisu. What's my say? Even complaints in the Coma police. No, media for me, Freddy, be some sense. Is it realistic? Say, I expect to say, and Peniforma Mofumrano, and Mrano Mobediana. I don't say. Na se kemi ma kemi amemo ne ewom na ye pin form da ye fumra na ye ntime ntwe waso dia e na probe so dia we nse e ba chi mena dia no de enye the most important thing but say be di mra so nse ne aban ne be di no na hunya be ji opose na mo UK minya ntie we frame bebre eya omo na mo aban mu ne ebe omo ni omo support face the countries omo timi we frame say meetings na esi na aban penifo no person mo chill omo person mo arrest na me control no online say Ghana no dey me Ghana mo ncheme because the main yan say a mine be people say mine be kunim na mo dey ayi threat of arrest ne ho kro but threaten me say me kro na me ko ama me kro no nti dem be say mo ye no dem mo be ye. The data me bagana ni me no me bagana 1 week. Now Danish embassy of Denmark and European Union missions now I invite me 2 different events to be my speech. Say na democracy ni konenim ni violence government ni use against activists for. Say me no mo be prepare home come. So I mean me get ready. You to tickets and say me bagana be 1 month. I made 4 lines. The dates are maybe. Dates are me speak to you on the event. Who person would chimney. But they all want me and say, Mama, who are the send me a mine or mem, and it will never happen. And me the 2 me the 2. Me to Kwako Ghana, me transit through Portugal. No Portugal airport, me name lawyers frey. I didn't won't come. Said the BCC, me name a partner. Me name di nkomo say say na menyama o de betutu yie no because they abaya planning ni na conversation no more planning say bia ye nchimi ansan na makoye me event no and answer ye nchimi after that was the conversation come na mo Portugal na yes aka say more planning ni so the question say be arrest me dey na me nim but now me get say me man enu mo me ma ye kuna ye kuno e ma mi nyai no de e be ko so akoye ye de say ye so if I play na me buy e ma me be do Ghana no na 2 lawyers at airport ho twen me baako airport police station twen me say arrest me airport police station e wo monim no mo fa me nko for they arrive around 5 p.m. for 5 to 6 hours now the microphone ma bani na pie or flight na me wo na me pie the microphone ni baby ma fa ye ntem kan biom samren no na me yedu ya na me de passport mo immigration lady no started pretending say system down and when I saw stadium I knew what was coming and then immediately I said can I call my lawyers I'm some company now also systems what has that got to do with some my main lawyers and then I was pushing to a private area where airport was and when beatings and started fee
beatings and
oh yes beatings and started one so because me say I need to be able to call my lawyers near to so near to so near from me I need Jimmy say I had now better way or law nyamano near the booty me near theater me so I was airport
hey
I think it took almost 1 hour I think 1 hour 30 minutes if I'm not mistaken and I'm be far by PFE airport or you tell me PFE airport no armed individuals as soldier for no create to as a go Ukraine say emi go to movie I don't a lot of vans that's a convoy I ever pick me up they peer me to car him and you're driving me to another part of the airport and
so bodua mama me wada roma so bodua mkaka doctor Nwapaba
Major Sona and Commander Edeja, Cambridge Bridge, now, I mean, Kanchan say, young girl be sham or London. Also, doctor, how old is Oliver? And I'm saying, why? See, I love him so much. And I'm saying, why do you love him? Say, the man is full of intellect. His intelligence is exceptional. And I'm saying, how old is he?
Trouble among you. Trouble.
Indeed, I mean, can't just London for Marfino. One see what ya the pa. It you know, one was one year.
Okay, intimate Mr. Oliver, try just a second share video, man.
Monte. Since the country headquarters are Shaman the Adepa.
Yes, come.
The police photo the Shaman and the account. And the Shaman the morning to say a castle.
Very good.
The family face the country headquarters. Now, I see a different column. The Shaman for us. I'm saying, that I probably for now, I'm a shame one. What's your form? I want to say. What's your form? I want to say. Thank you, Tony. No. Thank you, Tony. Correct.
So, where Mr. Oliver Baka me pacha say unya en follow nkomo na wadaro matna se na fle onua so momra no meti bi esan say efrida akufuado enna mati modern kwan so eche Oliver abra onni fo ana se onye boni bia ono so wadini amekere se won fom so oni na akufuado ono na se wakọ law school nanso enkrofo da say inauguration day say one day na obi atu ni chede atokwaso ni atwa photo akufu adu ntumi fa bi nkire ni certificate on ntumi fa ama wana se wa lawyer ni wakwache lawyer no prove law na wo de wa sojafo etata no papa na ni so tuntasi okuru so enti mi wie me fa de kusa papa yi minim pa se eye Mr. Oliver ntina na no ada yenya nkire afri amanone ani wiase nyina se akufu adu practice culture of silence. O tia kabima me kabiso na essence ya fe de ahye dwumadi na asenti no tena se na che video no ma afoforo ansanka bi na ye beba so ne aba be di komo enti Mr. Oliver Wadaroma ye yanto aso free ho ba bia me yem hye me kakra ma tia asem na minim da se da wo ba no usi immigration for na che se ya network ya pona tia kire o mo se oni passport si oduru ya amonte no enti obi ono ese o check o passport man ka utwam onu mom say system say o say can I call my lawyer on so oti dabi enti from then they can o share dabi na dey power ni suni etia o yam ni atonta so gu so ya fan free on yanko
enti amu here you know abeduru me be amu di me some pie efi airport no back and yes say pie say arrival hall side but back to the tarmac at the airport. Now, yes, a lot of vans, SCC or soldier for baby, plain clothes officers. No more quick two baby. And here, Pierre Michel, one of the vans, I could tell him in Sandy Fan about no more quick two or carnim, not just a convoy. I'm going to make call another part of the airport. I want as a private facility. I
want to say, I want to go to my second. Or the same for guest house, no.
I launch, sir. As a private room, sir.
You.
So I'm going to be by me. Never been pay and I coffee me. Almost so be too good, me. So they say, me can't yani about my soon. Me yani able to me. And say, me any. And now I lose you nipa. Say, no more good so, no more. Nti omo ye yin nyina no se me ka mra na me say every constitution o na me di bi you know me kan ya no me di bi na je se me yem blow no se ba ko ka kire me say omo nya bombing se nia ye hu say ya bombing nti me yem no di na je say ye si me yem blow any for over 4 hours I was going through this. Eventually, you know, I had one of them on the phone. And I catch other people and say, "See him from Infi Airport." And so they took me again. Nobody could share, you know, one of the vans. And I'm blindfolded me. And then I asked them,
blindfold no wada Roma obeti remember chikakra.
Where did this about me?
Yeah, blindfold you obia. Ya de yasha woti.
Yeah, Qatar said the Ultra Delta Force. Chuck Norris, Chichiriwa.
But what to grab your woman, the antitina, the complete.
And said hijackers, no, hijacky plane now. On so much tree and conform on fees on your main target, no. Yet it's Qatar would teen in any attitude. And now, who made Crano struggle to even breathe in well.
Hey,
so I'm here, you know, and then when they did that, you know, I mean, immediately, you know, my instinct is because one of the things I know more can say, we make me now one of the things they were trying to do, you know, now me refuse no crack and one bomb more, no say, on person access to my phone. Now me almost said, me back and me cry obi about the time I'm arriving in Ghana. You know, and I kept telling them, say, you know, my lawyers are already aware. Say, so I think one of the reasons necessarily is that people know, you know, change. I don't know why. Maybe they made a call and then change the tax on even the airport. But then, you know, Ukrainian, I mean, I had a feeling, or my feeling was that not Yukukume, because I kept asking them where they were taking me to. None of them were, you know, no one responded. Responded. So in the beginning, I'm feeling sad. So now my other senses are heightened. And then I mean feeling say what traffic. So I'm trying to plot with my mind, you know. And then send a minimum airport layout, you know. Baby, I didn't make funny, baby, I didn't make cosmetic me and I said I go to work cantonments and central Accra na baby. But here moving, the only thing I can tell is that near what traffic mukakra and were using the sirens to try to move through the traffic. You know, and it drew, you know, we're speeding. So my instinct was that, okay, this is likely the motorway. Because I know that I are clear, you know, for us to be able to go that fast in Accra. So my immediate feeling is that they may call, you know, Michelle Campobi, and that's one of those military facilities, no, so maybe. So that's what I was thinking. And the aircon I do, you know, for I think about 30 minutes drive or 45 minutes. And I can't deny it. And so me tell them was and I'm in the aircon. You know, maybe quite some be some 7% Junso, yes, Junso boom, boom, things like that. And you know, so for some reason, I was feeling say they're not, you know, they were videoing with the intention of embarrassing or releasing. I don't know what was going on. And I say, yeah, video actually. So I kept insisting in there so that they'll get it on record. Say, you know, me, I have certain rights. Constitution about mobile money. The more me eating mara seven, the more I need about my sumoko. So I'm going to watch crack. And then eventually they removed the blindfold. So it took me a while for my eyes to adjust to environment near one. Maybe I am here. But then the police lights, you know, I started getting a feeling that maybe we're at a police station. This should have been around 10 to 11, maybe about 5 p.m. You know, so eventually, you feel canning and a call. You know, a Shaman police commander in the office. Near the call in the office. And then one of the things we're telling me is that more intelligence. Say, micro British passport, into my British passport away. And then I just said to them, I mean, you can do whatever you want. You know? And then that's all I said. And then almost at 2 I was only a 3 4 and then started touching the bag. You know, had left the room. It is a German police handle, you know. And I'm me passport. Now, because I'm working with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, no. I have my old passport. Now I'm the 2.0 diplomatic passport. Now can't be my former passport. Now old passport, spy passport. From the bag, and they caught all of that on video. And I'm here, you know, and a police commander and Bisami said, a kind Facebook post, no Bisami said, do I recognize this? And then Mr. Bisami said, first of all, I want to know the reason. You can't hear me. And me answer the questions until say the reason you arrested me. Then or say they were investigating me for misdemeanor offense. Misdemeanor offense, such as the offense, money would decry. They are finding 50 cedi, and that's what they want 3 months. Misdemeanor offense. They say may conduct the conducive offense the conducive conduct conducive to the breach of peace. They say may conduct that's what it means. You know, and then they are investigating me. Now, police sure 2 things are supposed to happen. First, they say notify all the reason I show. 55 years chairman now. Now maybe that's a question. This is 11. I mean, the reason I chairman still. The second thing is I say about your caution will say this is the reason or the crime you are investigating. Who say my statement now? The caution or no caution statement. And the caution, no. I'm catching him saying, no, I'm investigating my mom's statement. And I made sure when I'm with the mom and they said, I'm invoking my right to counsel. Send me here, my lawyers. I'm sure I'm sure mom. Now, before say police and the go back for court, no, I say you charge you with the offense. But caution is that when you're investigating and we are. And then you make me so near the charge you or the work court. You charge me. Then when they finished, then they threw me into the cell. This should be around almost midnight. In almost midnight, no, cells, it was a very small place. Ashaman police cells, no, 2 cells. You were Kesia Kakra, image near almost 100. And you walk it to Tibiana, and Ukraine, I mean, never 4, they said to me, no more almost 40. I want you to share. Now, the smell and the heat of the place, immediately, if you UK bano under my jacket, not the mission, you are warmer. You can wear warmer under your trouser. Then they keep you warm. So that's all I was wearing. Me every day, then I was completely naked. So I was in my warmer in the bottom. And I did my cells. Once and look at no heat, look at generating, even heat more before the heat of the cells. Nan kasano no ne mu se ne tie no na toilet no open toilet no flashing just open so na it flashing no be so not send the ginemu just the no yan na sent wo na bathroom no so na na tap na say nso no bua na ebugu no but me ka say no na ebi no mo send mo san still san mo send so ni fi bathroom because the bathroom no ebi no da ntomo da kakra no ma just about send so no mo de bia paper so no ma omo chimu kakra no ma da kakra e wo bathroom no ene ma wo e kwan kakra ma kakra ultimate ni mu na mu kakra. So that's the condition of the cell. Na nipa na omo cells no me say one pictures of slave ship no da say na ye parking nipa no say nti bako de ne tiko hana na bako de na ba ha na odan on side say na ba da say throughout the night and say na comfortable ho because without that any kwan cells name because there's no way say na grofo ya hihye ayiwo cells dey be correm
na tete obi pese odai yase ya enyeyi o pese odabu so a enyeyi
na be order no flat say throughout the night only means sound home because back home one no home cry no be nine home sana the whole arrangement is actually pa na me tell na me hwe ni pa me say pa me say no the society they would differ because there's no way even me to create a situation be need to be nipa gum now mon chen na police for teho that is a nipa gum situation we so this is the situation me come and immediately me call cells them na ube mo cell leaders sorry but no say selfie it's selfie 200 cedis
Oli so ho kakra ma me ansa obekọ selfies ni mu no em say make key point be say ekrono ayetimu no a society we are wicked people but to be back say is it not the society 70% of Ghanaians Christopher no
and ye nyam somre de ye nyam ko duru wa oni ye bedi pa was we society ayetimu ni situation ye treating crofo o society na nyina ye bu ye ni egu nchan na ye ma ye mu nhye yen ni hu se se wo nkom asemanto unu akase mitimi to no na se wo mpo no nya wo mpo na obetina sa situation mu po a na je se unu asem no wemfa wo ma yetimi treating ni pa say dia ena yen pa de nyame ne yeni se nyame na yesi yasum no say allo say yesu ena oni yeni pa because
not just say the tagger you the taggy I will say Ghanaians are God-fearing people and a Christian nation in your opinion who's to say that tag a friend is saying it's a fact I said it's something and you see the boy won't samrani because your action the tag doesn't marry together.
Unia me obi wo ho no akoye prisons and I say police cells nim na otimika se nyamesuro ye nimu a na oni no kre because anya ade a manko hu hwe e kyese ehumo bro we society nim manko hu bi
so that means our society is built on a foundation which is 1, hypocrisy, 2, untruth, 3, not honesty. Because say a society where we say 70% of our people are God fearing there. Now can you best to say then your characteristics your character should match with our behavior, your deeds, it should match with it. But I quite say yaka and they are turned from him. But in reality, and just a society our society is built on hypocrisy and lies.
To say you move brain, me, I sorry, me, sorry. Na uko trust him upon our share, senior, yes, we are describing now only for a sea for one, send no more can. Na send no more dilly. Na opakana pan ye wash na send a was sorry there mumpo. Na go for any omotini and penny for a mudia bro. No more na ye momo. Your body a quassoy the money at the geomo so near no more di. At no point impo. Yes, you buy we are singing I can't trust him now to trust him dear. At no point money a Roman paying for and no more to two say no more cray. You no. One bar for those people. Omumpo no criticize your more. Now dear no dear. The idea see it so now actually from paying from the system no now woody a braka one day and so many way. There was nothing like extra was ourselves. I actually said, let me show you. Now, remember, a couple of days ago, we tried about Shama email to the Bakwan. Come near the Kun or sales who are also free police for no take on. Sa yen ma de chin ye. As I say, I internet police for 2 no. You become one so what's them. Na chairman na situation na me ko mu na nya me wa na me nim say ye penifo no nim omo nim pa nti ye ntimi amfa manko Ashama police station ye pa airport police station ye pa Accra airport nyina ya Ashama na ye de me ko ye no na de omo nim say wa Ashama police station no enu nti omo de me ko ho no na nti so mo preserve situation no say de omo be so mo di ye so nya me wa say ye de me ko Ashama nya me wa right.
Remember what was so abra obeka about selfies in your man. Let's just say you share the cruelty I wore your friend is saying yourselves prison system no o man penyin akufu adoko gina wo o kaso wo sum nyankopon na nyame o sum ni nti na mani din kunim 2016 2020 na wo hwe onu so osabo no samrane so ye human right activist na wo hwe kwan ya do fa mu a do you think say o man penyin enka no kore nkyere wo man no a wo osom wo odi animu a wo som ye no ugidi se won fan o de nema bi hintan because subeya wo da na die a wo ko ba bia nso opeso obo no samrane say onu ne the latter day saint apostle no do you think say Dr.
Ren, Ukro your UN rapporteur on torture and cruel say with this cruel detention. Report on Ghana police cells near prisons. They're for over 20 years. Matron there be say cells no torture for experiencing in those cells. Tanyama making ya catalog the bia besine on those situations. In the idea democracy just a nipa found the human rights more. I did so. You why you share rights no dignity. Can you situation when you be created say you from crofo nipa got him.
And to us no yen ko emra eja uko do cells na ja cell capito for mo ho eja o ma bono o ma cha ho aja go see say na just akwa say dey ja akwa boarding school say na we dey na welcome ceremony when je ye to party ma.
I mean, yeah. Immediately no mobile, you know, selfie no. So I think one of the things must have been the police commander because only me see it down and in no, and he is stripping me. Catch him say, you know, we are a lawyer. I'm going to tell me a lawyer no. And I just say, beg, you know, cell leaders beg a damn or be up some kind of story me. And I'm going to book buy need your move film. That was situation. Not just a book and pen. The whole night, just like, well, so there was no sleep in the now make sure go no musem e be no say you ma be for 12 days and for mon court that do one ego ana yo mun ye aduane ni ye mfidi omo na komo na di omo obi e ka na asem o kire me, you know, omo gu word bebre na ye arrest omo no ya for one court e be timi ama omo bail te se court no do court say me need jurisdiction there was some way so e dem go gu mo e be no team for 3 years. No team. Omunyina stories na metro. Na just a metro ni na in so tata me. You know, ebinum wa just say yache ba kwa yache no say armed robbery. Case I had to so no. Menu. Both armed robbery no AC in different locations at the same time. Police for no. And so no yache no. Say ono no committed the both armed robberies. 19-year-old boy, not him. Under your laws, no, under juvenile justice system, no, or a juvenile because they were under 18, they were under 21. Or your juvenile justice system. In no point say or take such situation, no, 2 years or two. On the point make us say Yamani bail, Cecilia. And so for 1 month, you need sureties to go through the bail process. 19.
Let us say, a branch and the other can Uba Bontin, wash Abwa Ama.
Yeah, but I will talk about those situations because instead of me follow from case and also, you know, to make sure when you know, the first thing I make a chairman who say, baby, I didn't have a share, you know, meaning they said in the share. In fact, in Pono, my grand home, cell leader, Penino woman, catch him say, or to go to him and him doing or say, on TS, yes, sir, it means me could be anywhere in the world. It was Sherman, they didn't buy it. After the number started from me, Father, you are a miracle. Father, you are a miracle. So I just told myself, say, you know, I don't know why I was brought here. But whatever it is, no, the first thing I'll do is say, one, I'll try to reform the cell culture to fit the image of trying to build the new Ghana. Say within the cell, Nankasano, how can we treat ourselves with humanity? Say, but you won't be a dog. The second thing is say, me fa kwan we so preach face the country. Na time me face sell no. So more sell no and face the country now to more. And the adwuma ne ye no ngo see because I couldn't convince the family to sell so. So that's what I told myself. You know? And so by the next morning, no, police running pay for be a sell every time say, you know, then I'm ready. And I say, oh, I'm fine. But to do on the brave more money, and some will be more money coming from mom. That was a film when you say, oh, this people are used to it. They say, come.
Mentiasio, some can say they are used to it. Now they say, pen or mum pay diane. And I email to 4 year fasting. And anything that they are used to it, and I say, if you are not the back, na and so on. But over to me, I change your muka crow. I mean, that would the assembly there.
You are not a good ever time that will be there, ever more.
Okay, I'll read text message. I want to me, but it's screenshot best send you. Okay, so they are meeting. One of the inmates are sentencing no, some me fee or no to Ankafo prisons. No, now some me drive ya kwa mtuma you know because far Ankafo prison no any mo ko na order ko mo aduane Because me, I've taken them, say, they are my brothers for life.
Yeah.
Or sending me text message, be just come to me contraband phones or prisons or sending me sending me text message or say, I am still talking to people at Anchor. I just don't want to release your number to anyone. But they keep pressuring me that they want to have the chance to talk to you and show you how supportive they are with your ideas and plans. And I'm saying, I'll give you another number to give them. It's one of my assistants. And I'll say, I am happy. And say, the most important part is that when the people came in the cell to ask you, have you eaten? And you told them you are okay. And that a lot of us over there has not eaten. I used to tell a lot of people that and they cry. This is the message. Today, not sending me that message. We'll get there. So, in the moment, it took, I think, police from the now my lawyer's name who said they released the country releasing statement said my era have disappeared because they think sun coming. At 4 a.m. the next day, and a police release statement confirming say I achieve me. Now me what regional command. I'm a chairman. Even the statement not released here, they lied. So my lawyer spent the whole Saturday and I'm with me now mokako and yeah, but face the country for any be baby near the makoto. It was around 5 p.m. and Sana, my lawyer soon baby a mayo. Or mobile, since the country from Pibibaho, and my police from brutalize your movie. So, and so for the first time,
hold on, Kakra. Sir, a ban is sano, na 90 one in a shady. Naija, a bomodian say, woman modiano, woman pay with you quite. It is shady for your boissy, and a Japanese of far car, and no buy, and on your boissy for name, and then Tiam one face the country, convenience, Naija, yet not came. Na areho sem a woman say ye hunu easy na ye pelde de ye breye ye koninam ye Nima police station koninam Accra police station nyina ye ba ye dinkan ba ye tema ani ye ko ashama na ye su ni ho ye mfa wo mba ho ani ye ko Accra Nima ho koninam wa cantonment koninam mu a still an wo mba ho enti mrante no wa na shedi se da bi Oni inti amwa ese omo ye consultation and ye minim consultation no na se kire but ni nyina kire se omo mfo omo timbom kakra omo de omo timbom no mu se no omo busa police ni bi se ye nuane ye de ne ba ha sei na o se accommodate no nti ye mpa bibi kakra mfa ma na mso omo kansa nsem ni bi sa anam se police ba ko give you a friend saying hint kakra se mo wo ho enti ho na omo si se o se ye nyiwa amade a omu ni baabi akọ etem se ho no na police ni ba akọ kasakase ni mu na eja oyi ni nsa e bo shedi asu ana eja wo brim na eye enti amwanti pictures ni photos ni there we still have it a friend is saying assault a police ni assault eye na na shedi ene eye na na enti amwa ene eye am say prof mu de mu dwane ye because na sutro no the way e born na shedi no they couldn't stand it enti ho na e ma eja yetumi hu baby ana odishe eni so conference
me pesa me fa konya we so na me da face the country for asepa mo mo bo ame now one of the misinformation me pie be hu ye ne se na bi no na mo kase na ye chi Oliver face the country for na ate apete na mo nya hwe ne no kreba kopo enye dio mo ye ne ko no mo ko ye fita no pa bi no fi obo ase be hwehwe me ka me family poni baby ame wo omo na omo so and my family who baby am wompo but more the boy mean say Ghana the one from the two social media na nya idea is ensi no nya no kre omo kire me nuado me pie ya first na make us make boase and I'm going to boase and so say na me kan ye say me boase for da boase for us no me ko hokoda omo ase nti me lawyers ne buy no one of the things we notice here say police statement no more release the 4 a.m. no more kase me wo the original command no almost that can we say I just a Monday and Sunday the macro court immediately no chair police lawyers and say it will be more than the 48 hours na constitution among can say bit me keeping me almost throw officially to the police that you don't have a right to keep the person beyond 48 hours. You know, you either somebody in the back court and answer mobile releasing. No. Police from more Ashama say you're trying, the order from above is being okay. They're trying. Say there is some train, they wait for the 48 hours, which will be by.
Sir, one police if was order from above. Could it be said that above was coming from a year IGP Dampari? Because police, I
do not think, sir, I would have been arrested without Dampari involved. But I also believe, sir, it's the highest up to the Minister of Interior, Attorney General, and the President in the cabinet. You know, it was the highest decision, approval from the highest levels. Because everyone said since then, Akufo-Addo can't speech be or crash me, or hear me say, or say. All those things, show said they have the approval at the highest level. That is the only thing that me share trying to brutalize me in the way they did. So, lawyers they can't start and the first of the lawyers also asked him to say, offense I'm wanting more charging the pay, a misdemeanor offense. So you can even give police inquiry bail. First of all, this is my first time police are arresting me in this manner. The offense I'm charging me here, any offense be so there's no reason why you have to do this thing. In any event, nipa na po atwa to Facebook say me nse mo bechi so Ghana no meba me better meba Ghana. So there was no secret about it. This is not somebody open the Ghana. But that would say obese udi nipa na broken. We'll let you. But the comrano emma wo kwan so we keep nipa more than 48 hours. Almost more train. 48 hours no end this Sunday. Now, Supreme Court account was said, and fact won't say a weekend. Because that year we're not going to watch that year. Some make you above, no, make you from Friday. So make you am I the lawyer for the Supreme Court? The Supreme Court and found won't say watching the Sunday. So basically we can no. It's still open court now then because ye weekend judges for that particular reason. Sunday no be drew here no. Omo actually the country for them war in na Rebecca. Now police prison cells were you want to clock it in kitty be akrebi wo and only the only source of ventilation. And no also na before dware we na mo face mo hand tower face tower no and na for the people mo. And no na omo de be share to clonim man dry. So there's a normal kakrebi kai. Surely there's no if you're my friend, young people no more sell no I hear if you're not at any say no I can't need so no I had the one thing. There was sales when you say sales leaning from that to blue lights and qua. Instead somebody releasing the police were almost increasing security presence, police for the military for nothing the master take barricade, surely clear say Branoye in the situation. The more person we be no, the better you move face. Because someone names a more from right, or more commission on say, more can face the country for no, but try send a year from Rano. Court a can't that say, the police are chill not from beyond that time now. When be a so with me, I will resume, would me for resume. Because your question is unlawful. In the problem, massing, I was at massing up our prisons name. And ever self one as at the bomb say I want to do now woman I want to watch it to face the country in less than a year. I want to say that did I make I tell one minute would in common now you're more and me no say Ghana maybe no youth no so ya kuma my youth na and you no credit every general e be supporting but not and translating more yet in say no more no. And when we have to pay, only the friends what's the entire papo. And who chance say we a lawyer. And at the ACB, instead I'm all discussing. A young one once in the echo. No police for no crowd, so no do not so no. No more police than you didn't go for fee, reinforcement fee, headquarters, ABBA, later we say do one of the counter-terrorism unit. Counter-terrorism. no ma jiho nyina hia jina ho the truth you know they do 48
Mr. Oliver mema won kokra Libya asma boys me no pedru Ghana on be kum jampansia for ya edom do ba wo nyina wo bia be wo munya counter terrorism a bia wo muni hui muwa
no your military ni omom krekretuo no so mo dimi nya ade papa emmo oman no ba no ntino omom de ne say yen citizen no mo brutalize yen and so therefore nya wano mo twa wasum na je so mo nya no matutu abusu obukoye ye no makum and no mo dimi
na me bawo na on say ye che wo no me hu say a friend is saying armored cars accoutrement a wo de ba abontene na me bisa me say nti asoja for no mo car said they would defend us by land by air by sea to the peril of their life no into omo hunu say China for air say Ghana for nsu ana into omo hunu say ye the champagne efa aye the ports of Ghana e ma ne backroom over hundreds of aye champagne near the kokom krasi and where is the intelligence I gather to be boy and say these people come in foreigners be to be ebe say where lies the loyalty and the oath of allegiance or my pledges or my defending but rather no instead of defending us no they keep on fighting us. Is it the reason why you normally refer to them as a useless army?
Or say another day the American say Ghana forces is a useless army. Now me can do that thing and me can 2 reasons. First of all, no they say no suban o ma daddy e kire yen Ghana for. They say omunya kwan a yen mum no mukuyen. Omunya kwan a you must sign a private contract with Chinese for no gu urem. And no protect Chinese for miners no against Ghana for na yen resources ye dia no. Ye soldier for do mu yeni. Na me can we nyina na me ka say me soldier for no yes useless. No be akotwa no say me person for abai na de mo ye kire ye no mo kunkun ye no me person for abai ye betu mo de so yen citizens de betu e be ni for abai so enye so jafo because mo ga so mo kire se o ni mra so nti ye go yin ba ko oni mra so engofa another one oni mra so me che ho. Secondly no one of the things that
you wo kire mo nyina na say yempo democracy de enwa na yetenemu yen konko ye bibi e de betu ye democracy na egu because even kra no ye kotu kra no Ghana forces no problem ye useless into ne nke better democracy no sa so you are always standing there for the democracy and konfo bi na dwenu ye mo say Oliver does not want the democracy ye enjoy no de bia kufu adu kujina simpie so you always say he will crush you and that you don't believe in the democracy, and that he believes in the democracy more than you. No, then you say, "Me tie won someone who church mu ya." Who person or children say democracy na nya kran you will protect it better than say armed forces, Ghana armed forces. But Ghana armed forces many na I agree. Their use is very very less.
My example. Se kama so da for bo abayengu. No mo betina ho a wo hwe Ghana wonna mo ne benya kukuduro esikrom so mo ye demonstration wonna mo ne be sikrom so mo be demand say military abampo a ye dey say escape new constitution no there new constitution there pe well it is the country for
yeah
and say o mo hweda na de mo nim say o mo dimi mo mani yie no mo de propaganda be hwe Ghana fo hu say dia Ghana fo mebunu no demanding new o mo dimi nya wo hwie no and you know much no mo ye de mo ye but mo take me mam ya kemo akema me kemi amamu no no mo fa nya hwe no mo di abo no mo di so afo kunkun yan na say yakoto abo mo di be kunyen say yako bisa so mo nya obani ye man mo di be kunyen ne akasa o mafra yen terrorist no omo no mo be democracy ni the yeti mo nya democracy the bia make kasa me say yes Ghana no ma new Ghana naba na sa new Ghana ne ba se na yeti ye man eti man ni ye be di ye be hwe ye citizens ni ye no eno ne ye ko ama ye ko ama famudie na o pre famudie soja fo ma mu na do ngwa ko hwe Nti omo di ba yeso omo nim pa de omo person mo ye. Because ushe for example say nanado government tamu bia Ghana for be sorry e ka say tia no akọ arrest him for some ye ku tia no. Then onunkwana beso 4 different groups onunkwa say be ku atia no. First one na ekochi omo no be kitchen knife be ni fork be na be gugu say de omo ko ye ku ni. Second one omo ye no omo akọ attack police station because she tie e go change voter region for be say o person omo tie omo akọ na akọ attack police station ni wan so as no atemu bi and never seen one
would him say asamu akofa so by I was here in the UK and I'm interview enkofu ya wo bom inkomo every voter region. Now one afternoon I got a call from the financiers of the company and at that time na me here mama wo. Now they asamu almost say the Ghana High Commission and a friend is saying I dey abeto when him say my interview in Kofubi obeso mutu Ekufuado aban enti no em say me kra no I'm giving audience to people obeso mutu Ekufuado aban egu and in terms of modern Ghana editor me mfani din tudwa ewa ha no be popular when me benya akasa kra ma na those days na ja me stories am publish it through modern Ghana kra no omu jai polish because me person Kofubi to Ekufuado that was 2019 before the COVID came and sana COVID nekrano ebeba. So they were fighting me, say, why am I trying to give audience to these people? And you know, the Awukano, I agree with you, say, so be as sorry as well, no express how well I person Ghana no ye fix here. Then the Kufuado say, hey, the patrono episode a day, or ye cool editiano, patrol to a smile.
Na Fini Jonas, our America. President
Mr. Oliver, just a moment. Amazing. You have my website, but say, who he answered, or say, oh, yeah, no, I'll bet me the other.
Okay, the person Mr. Oliver said, oh, sure, a dear pantra, a police for, ni soldier for, a buying no sabine be aqua, yes, so moon, yes, some a your moa. At then I own Timino Mojuma yesa. Na omubo aban no ban no mo motima mo fon ban. E die na masa ado ne ba. E die enkurantra.
May I answer that question no? My member example be na my question so. Yenya Jonas or USA. Man pay amfa private jet amfa hopeless adoyemu engum. Somo ko hwehwe no akoka US immigration akoye no wen then. Debia ohini David eti yamfa yansman proposal yembe attacking no ango twan ngunu so e coordinated attempt to say unya cassette here aban na dia de kwabia so yebe ya get to you no de pese na enye new strategy my be so dictatorship one no de all these things they do it omo mo betwa mo ho akoka kire yan mebunu na ye ni to ye ni hwe no o meka kire yan mo no say yen ye pese to abangu yen mom ye koye my example ye koye elections to Ghana uhwe messages now omo de na no ye person ni peace ni wan no omo target message ni ma yen nso mo to mo omo ne muku yen it is all part of the strategy na e ban saying na ye wo democracy mo kasa etia anase mo bi engrofo ni no na obi timi beka to say o ye bema ba Ghana ara den Ghana no den ne wo ho si endi mrasunti no e de den ne be be ye wo den wo so all those things ngam enye surprising mami
na just say omo be so mo kire say Ghana no akasa no wo mo gitu mu say Ghana na bewu Ghana na ye kum because Ghana de oba ye kum a emra fa ye adwuma ba UK de emra ye adwuma enti omo timi mba ha ba beku ye enti yembra Ghana yembra ye because ye member party Ghana mra ni nya adwuma dan pare ankasa no onu ankasa to onu ankasa no e papa bi asebio the court channel any day or one is war adwini ni the teams or the fix your mind any police system and into the Bragana and the Abraham Kuno. That is the same thing. They know say the country is a lawless country where people get away with impunity and I mean anything.
You know, and me Ghana,
okay.
yes.
Mr. Oliver, answer number to us no Mr. for say Yamusa Masha Kakrabet message na papa kano yentumi nwie ni nyina nne na yebekɔso a wabie napona ma yɛsɛ ɔwɔ nneɛma bi a ɔpɛ sɛ ɔda n'adi ɛnyɛ da kro ne de tu bayi enti yebekɔso a afrɛ no ama wata ba bɛbɔ yɛ nkɔmɔ ne esi yɛ ɛne the way forward nyina bɛsesi adeɛ ne obetumi ayɛ ne sɛ wobɛshare video no na man like ne more sɛ na ɛbɛyɛ a ɛbɛduru akyira ma nkɔfoɔ ho because nneɛma papa yɛ afam no afi na ɔka nneɛma a mekora me ho adwiri me sisi a na Mr. Oliver answer na babam no Akufo-Addo one two a onu mom na say nkofo ba betu na ba betu na ba egu na osuro oba Germany ha say samubeka ya obese ko am say Düsseldorf o re inside ya ka tell say na kokko face country no na ga say na nkofo amane so ye obibia organ na say ye oka ye tisika so na kom de sa ka sa we keke no na wa free German authority say osuro papa na enkofo bi ba no so aba beku no omu kire ni mu omu tietiem kire o sere se e ma ye kokko chichi sa Ghana fo na omu kire ni mu omu ka se na kona ko fix your mind na ye mra ekrom because ya brand enkofo amane so kire njo ne de bi obi na atuna be egu na wo ye panyin ntime nka hwe wo ha sei na asem wo ya wakan ene o kina e be de papa nti ya mpoto aso so be ye nua ayi na no a ni question ya no a why.
You know, one of the reasons I had to be say question am here no make say na ye constitution na mo pem mun sachire but yes same no a prevent coup d'etat na mo pese mo system say be so they need be ni wa sorry so person prep no wa go for constitution na can constitution dey mo de o eno ntimi nyeku no correct politicians not here say citizens na ye wo hono ye yentimi gada ye ho yentimi sori nya hwe no na sojafo no na de bia omutu aban ne de ene de be ye ne se sojafo mpefo no ye be sorti omo out ni sika ye be mo omo e be ja omo na omo ni Chinese for na ye omo contract e de millions of go account mu e ka ma ye ja omo no mu di bidia omo nya ye hwe inti no omo na ako joining the part of the system no politicians nti enfa won de okọ ne de oba onim se ono de ye be secure because politicians in suro no only yes citizens ne yakana ho yes no de enfa ho on opportunity oba buya yakana ho
Mr. Oliver momo agent ena omukuta Akufo-Addo picture afi de omakota na echi no se omo ha se omo support Akufo-Addo se omo ta na echi wa kwan na mu won mo omo se Akufo-Addo nya ne oye no na ebe mo omadwuma gu no ya fra omo short omo long time me no ka say momo fo no de kuta Akufo-Addo photo no mobile money
mami brem kakra because me say na adwumade dey more on Oliver
but no be ka say me handle me program part of program na ye media freedom fighters program obi a wo ho kwa say o take you over obisa question ope o kan o ma contribution ope madaro mawai doc yan kwai
me da sepani anu yi na oyi no ye nyina ye wo ha ye abusua baako enti ye adwuma no se ne adwuma no betumi akọ echi na ye nyina mu nyina so atibie em se momofo no so aba abontene momo vendors for na aba abontene se abrante no okoye no so ye MPP ni omu nim no enti no omu se
na te we nya no kora me boa
omu che se Akufo-Addo we enya no kora omu se akwa no omu nim no ono no nya momo eye friend say on representing wo mo enti be so okoji odi dia ombra abontene gos woman ni Akufo-Addo enya adwene baako kra enti we de obese ono one of the thing about Ghana munim about Papa Akufo-Addo ne say oye propagandist ye ka propagandist edwuma omuta ye ne say omuta esenkofo den the Jina platform so MOB unu so mo ye kronkron te se de akwesi ebuaye no kumase no o say asofofo nyina tutu abeka so no pe ena o ye sofo kronkron sa na kufu adote
wonderful
and was I area boy they be up attention into attention ni bi no way the original na the obey say on the omaye no enye for we Ghanaians so enye for ye enti memo bi adwene nkoso say the ye no eye for wo ye ni say ya no ama media no ateki akọ eye BBC CNN Al Jazeera ama nkofo aka say oh ekufa do introduce 11 no kra no Ghana fo agi atum because
momo fo agi atum
enya momo fo Ghana fo agi atum enya momo enya wo no ya ama wo o de international ama wo hu say ampa Ghana fo agi atum enti no ye kopa bosia bono because momo no ye de kwa kosia wa ne akwaje bosia enti ye be kwa bosia body a wutu wa ba sampa even the country for no the citizens no wo support so they are going to pay enti ye mo bosia senia ebia everywhere bia na ebetumi den atititi to mo kakra kwa kosi so format wunim wa wunim edi sa format no wa play no and then this one no say
okay that suma MPP name a okogina ho acting as if say we momo agent for
kwakudu adam no
o ma publish ya publish ko ba bia o
kwakudu adam fo no omo nka no kre kwakudu adam fo omo nka no kre so that is how it is to the FNC and na yan fa momo de no to ne ma Oliver embrem na yan konin komonim na we ni de yan ka say platform so ye bedo so mu pa na ya kire mu yi
wonderful okay Oliver eja to aso me yan bi ta kwa bi
na amazing question obusa no kakra me so metumi abam ni say amazing na say yesi etehu no say party bi aba power omo bomodin afa wo mo akasa foot soldiers recruit omo ba police army prisons serfs fire service immigration enti wo mo dodo anu a abemu no san kofu dodo anu a yeta recruit wo mo no te say vanguard fo no te say bi a friend say azoka boys fo no enti ye recruit wo mo a no mo ba police fo soldier fo a ye koye bibi boni a san kofu no yeta ma o mo ye dey edi anim kokoye enti bo so ma hye balaclava bi no mo de akava o manim te say de na anu ya Oliver Pia Bontene a mo kwa kwata de ama achamanfo unu a police fo ejina ho o makata wo manim all these people are foot soldiers nansi akwa ehunu say police fo wo mo constituency about na police need to be you see say these are the people that they recruit and this NDC for also beba power they are going to also recruit party boys MPP ba they recruit party boys and until the say young freedom fighters to face the country convenience no yen jina wa ma MPP ni NDC to us ne de wo mo mia no nyina below average performing political parties wo ma bon ye did abai ma wo 1992 besine wo mo ntimi nya akra to kuma so double road mpo wo de ase and until no these are the people are and until say sankofo ne ba power de ne say bibi kobone a wo mba de wo active professional maka say enkofo 3 and say kru no politician P professionals omonim no kure no yeso mudi no kure no so omonya no kure no ana de twatwo no pastors omumienu nyina ye gang the 3 mafias ana omo say kru yema Oliver Brave
me don't want to say one of the things I make about question we will be kind here and I some you know BBC and say you know, there's a reason here. Ma to me boss here. Me here. Say me buy no. Say me say me Joy FM. Na say me any of those media houses. First statement I be here and me and face the country official page. So, and we decided say freedom fighters no the official media wing of face the country. So me interview some person me no. Me need freedom fighters na be do some community and have this conversation with them.
Let's just say every na kono. Face the country. Face the country. Intina. So who say all church mu about Emra Oliver mo na na shade mu ko say face the country for the band. Ye na ye kasama for and ma face the country. And you know, so what you say ye nyina busua baako. Ye papa face the country.
Every other freedom fighters near Canadian microphone here. Me call takrade demonstration no. one of the things I'm here and I say me free crowd and I'm see yeah baptizing Sefi and Neko would defeat the country here would okunji amine started and then freedom fighting and then the tree and say into wo from who be a me okunji amine yeah me okunji amine is and no they you face the country here freedom fighters yeah kum ama ye fam hudie now you know by the time you know you never sing call you know court now I was February 14th Monday no a police for no you know and actually before I get there and on the Sunday no omode nkofo ba no bebre na security presence no by 5 p.m. na Mr. T, you know, formally as a lawyer, even though despite the treatment I'm going to go through, no, I needed to continuously insist on the Constitution. In the 48 hours, at 5 p.m. on Sunday, no, refer please counter, the counter NCU on the head of the counter. Now my friend catch and say, "Yeah, holding me in 48 hours, Abba. You don't have any basis in law. Except because you are holding me. So I need to be released at this time." No, I'm going paying for money. Now, where, no cry, no more. After every hour, na me phone, na me da ho, you know, na me for na kasa, na just say, you know, come and I'll get into the come over the 2-day period. Na, you know, kofudu na after tomu baby am wo normally be neighbor, na just me wo honey na me feeding the cells. Microphone by and cramming on yiska, could told Piane bread for no pay we and I do a piano for Didi or Mudidi. It is in common able. By Sunday, in the Kanama say, talent competition, talent show. Our sales ho be ambitious showcasing the talent or new to a rap. Meaning in that hit. In the number who watch after every hour, no my friend, no my catch me, no my friend, be on my say. You cannot hold me for 48 hours, and that's what I decided to be doing. About 11, and yeah, very certain after they not yet the crossover inform my cells will be they don't call other cell. By 11 p.m. and they are practically be ever cell they are processing for the cell. Now what bought just a muscular individual Oceana. No boy. Immediately, and I told cell leaders and said, "We need more national security." I said, "I'm boy in the baby room." So, I mean, again, these are, you know, Oko Shaman police do one or more Daho for how many years? No, we say we are a Coco Sella 15 CD. It's a different economic crimes. Say come deal be no wako fiscal and as wako free biane and no one Ghana mebuno egu cells for do one egumu because say a system not being provided juma man for man want to be near juma nye nse chronobo in the hase hardened criminals so be mobi akukure nim so I want the you know I want you exposed to some of these things. Immediately because you know I feel now they don't believe it no more but still no I want the you know respect mommy in the nipa buy you know there were two sides of the cell but the cell leaders na about one side of the zongo no be a parking crofego na o te ho the day I said that cells no so no crofo bubo mu say nti no te ho na wa pega wo nine say another one is we in the morning now, what you know, Uni say that you want to boom, sir. In the Nepal, no, this was before saying of Wakoda. And I make a chance say, you know, I'm making sure I'm sending Panim Bang, one internet microphone, just as precaution. In the Bible, business and itself, you went. I said, I know, police in the shouting, oh, what you crowd at the abro so. After they are more discussing, you know, among themselves. Now, cell leaders don't pay for the normal car was that. In the local group, no more discussing. But we say, okay, my boy in this quarter here. You know, tell me section on now have the normal share and Jimmy, the normal car. Or my later someone catch me, so no more can I say, No, they don't. They are not sure. You know, one, but still, no. Say obo no mo the moment, no woman making sure say no mbɛn kakra. About 10 minutes later, the police commander of Ashama Police no bar down. No, they brodo bar down. Say akwane duane into the breno. Na kwa mo bisa no fifi na asem no. Also, you're importer of cars na me check be bouncy and nothing yes chain no. No bisa boys ni say ban be be at 11. The first question bisa one no. In the later kwa commander ni brodo ni buy no. Na me go dey my dream play for you. Na po ni the brodo ni command no. But if they buy na be say on pressing brodo no. No say be what brodo ni. Again, at this point no there. Na me wo corner of the cell because cell no yet dark. So no as I remember no corridor on the light be walk outside. You know, so there's no able to sell on him. The moment when access to a little light, yeah, can be a so all the brother no pressure at the end down. It makes you say, oh, I was a Allah Akbar. I don't know what it is. Why no must be shaking my head, Father? Thank you so much. God bless you, Father. Thank you. Still not in the echo. It one of them they whisper on my son say, Aquano the brodo nimuno omuhu knife and a iPhone wom. And nothing na no yet the omo ye no. Inti me ho na mo frɛ gentleman be by no bisa no. Ono ye oh I beg me I don't know anything when brother ni wine. But at that point no say the dynamic in the cells have shifted. So he did something like this, not to bathroom. That's when the people realized they're not be sharing soon at the time. You could share bathroom because it's very dark. So they tried to find what it is. You couldn't find it. So I want my boy to lie down with him. In the book, share no discuss be a conversation. Later, I'm friend. So they had been discussing what to do. You know, and Jomo bisa me say, and I'm catch them say, DAC ni. Now, what should we do? But boy, no, sell the naked chairman or catch him say, oh, phone on the bed. One more, a unibium, knife unibium. But this is the cells. But me also, because I immediately understood, say, it's more important for them than to me. And I also want to be in their good graces. And I'm catching and say, you know, my feeling is that phone now no. Maybe I strip it to start recording already. So the best thing we should do is that we should immediately destroy the phone. And when said, you know, with me from be now with me, I could the baby no I cotton when you be assisting city. I'm sure Mudin and Monster of here. Because in this situation, in poor who are there, we know. Well, first instant, let's open Sikakra. Food day, I'm my own Yaniaba, over friend, you be manaba, so very sure. Not a pan of sleepy phone now, command, no cotton. Namsi Debbie, Minion Kaya. In the back of the one and the buffet of Apple phone, not the poor phone. No, even before then, I can only phone him and say, on the Mushroom, I did them in a man. In some more bullana. Nobody go buy na pure water, me take pure water. Nobody phone to be so good. So, say I say, you know, so say you know. My phones on the side there. I then change so mobile 15 minutes. Then in the way when I cool food, I just offer phone on the bottom and then started destroying the phone. You know, and the way I'm some is okay. Phone on that SIM card room. The mom is SIM card. And there's a part of the phone a serial number. Because I did making, I know our system. I'm not denying. So I told them, say I want it. Don't want to tell the country I'm wanting and about me eating. And then I'm now, you know, they have their ways. I'm producing blade from the cells. And I'm a woman, I'm a channel, a long, you know, as I almost travels by chimney. And I'm gonna say down with the blade. Normally, same card, part of the phone I can share. And then what they told me said, I'm catch him said, listen, a minimum buy, so catch him said, Omono need my no landguard no more. Oh, assassin person protect here. no more be jina home. You know, they have experience. Say the whole night on night. So they will form a protective wall around me. And that's what they did throughout the night. Abraham Bakusi in the soup. Takra no person or Pekoi Abba baby aname wono. Ni a cannot lie down. Yamane down in the say now when that say no man da hosa throughout the night. Remember Kujran so making sure that throughout the night I'm sorry. Around, you know, normally, no, be something, phone will destroy, no, be something, you're bad and dying. And I'm say, okay. When we buy in my stadium, say around 5 a.m., you be rubbish, no sell. In the engine chilling fashion rubbish. Remember, more go to is what I told them. So, around that time, I'm going to buy it, a rubbish, Momoko focus to go. Around 5:30, 5:45 a.m., 6 police officers, armed, came into the cell. First of all, I'm back down. I'm afraid Aquano, no me, no fee cell. No be I say the enemy echo. But I said, even, I'm jumping the story. Brodo na kai no. Cell leaders no start feeling say be na brodo no kai poison no. International no try some mabo and the brodo no. Omo ye yabo ezundi gidi pa ozundi. So around that 5:45 a.m., omo be friend no first. Be 10 minutes later, and omo ba down heavily armed. No omo ba omo ra sell ho. Where's the phone? Where's the knife? Gidi almost scatter sell ho. Na ma edin, na me hwe mo na nyina edin. Omo ye hey, no more pushy. Other no more to me from Sanka Mudim. Oh, my name. No more pushy other ones. No more bomb. What is it? If you do this, we'll do this to you. So, I'm moving. No more. Can coffee sell leaders nibi. You know, they call top. That's the leaders. That's at least slow. Say they no more soon for me. Say they be cool. Tell them quiet. And 2 minutes. Say who no show no more. The kind of military presence we have. And when I'm breaking down, I'm catching them say they are not rubbish. No, do you bad who you rubbish the buy. Around 7 a.m., you know, and I'm bad down so you baby me if you sell. Now, okay, I say because on me can be say if I'm unable to convince this cell, no, say the you know, age my pan and if it's the country in credit, so me jai. Ye me if it's cell, no, the whole cell stood up and started singing "Arise, Ghana, you for your country." They started then chanting "Free Oliver for a better Ghana." Who be surface the country for no money now? Bible be there. They be on my bash and be announced the sell for no cheating. Free Oliver for a better Ghana. Free Oliver for a better Ghana. Sell leaders no, and it's sells for no. Just by my presence and the time I spent there. And I stand there first time I did call court. I'm home. First time I made it call court. No. Now their sell now here. Now sell no. A show say, "Oh my God, me who buying it no." Tell me fee court buy it no. Now ye omunyina me buy no mu su say. You say the mu call tema habo. I could give them another sales. Ye jamming on sales.
Man quasi sales.
So the work now, who said no, said over control over the cell no. I'm going to show me ye. Because we now could go before. Me jamming kwa. And my me be slow ye. I will mean soon me diani. I was sell. Say be later now. This later on now, Mr. T. You know, Mr. P. Hunger strike no. Then so I had the bremen no. Tebia kakani me yi me fi sell ho. Into na my worried say you know because say no omo mo be bomb me ho ban na. Omo nka no mo expect so me born no mo be dan protectors the yi omo fi ho no. Ebia me ban na obi de bibia to so ni. It be identify police for ni bi. E wo mo na mo so no ma dream wo fie. Na it say yi me fi sell na me back. First question me be so mo say obi aba sell her na. Na me nyama na me hihye no inside the way na bia me de bibia to so say na ye move bibia I would know. This is all the life I lived for that 35 days. Me PFA cell, one of the first things I did, and they said, test and a blood test to make sure say I haven't been poisoned in the time I was in the cells. So this is what some of the things that happened. And then, in the first initial days. One of the things I told myself, because I court not any jurisdiction. Now, or no say, won't mean in some from Kotumono. And the stories I had written of the people, Sana Juna man and what's in church from stories. And I decided to say, what am I, first of all? Be a freedom fighter. So mean to me, Maha. Because me pre-bail, I'm situation. I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to challenge police systems now. To papa and the man announced that 3 years. Team and yes, papa BIT no team. Me challenge here no. The lawyers no can be my family they can be try some convincing there be. You should understand, say. My client number one, it's not just any ordinary client. Me activist and I'm a freedom fighter. So I could read be now say man kuyi no. I say me who see ho. Say discomfort no say date no. And no one for home. Mean to me be share the way in down moment them. It may ye who baby. And then the ma mix na ho me ye din tnemu. Ma ye challenge ya dia could do Supreme Court. Supreme Court. Damn, ran to Jen catch them lawyers and say, oh, when the lawyer for the day and be a number somewhere. Oh, dear, I did I said, with the intellectual exercise into the Mamunia trip with the Monco pre-bill now, Mano, Namun film. My lawyers look at Supreme Court and say, I know instructions, no. Lawyers no clients in the bachelor would dear so weird. Supreme Court didn't catch them say, oh, the client can come on Muntie, Mungo idea, no more play in the man. Send your mope and then Guatia count and the numbers with him. Now, dear, you say a different when you break in your Montino. I don't know Muntie. 35 days. Now, now, 35 days, we know. Can I say, police for say, Kramer, or charging me with near treason felony. You are charging me with treason felony that or me prison. You are caution now. Me started explanation. They say, "Mama, caution." It was when you investigate, you need that. You could do court. One no money say court no. Misdemeanor no money court no. Court you be me bail or me you me if you know. And I'm going to catch you. You go do money charge that command judge. I catch a judge and say, "I'm more investigating me. I want charging me with treason felony." You know, credit. And the systems will show because we'll see them and we'll make the documents in the PA. Tell police for charging was just April, the end of April. If he sells on March 17th. And so I'm over charging myself. And I could court more than 5 times. Now friends beyond that. So now the piano. Now me court over 150 police officers. Now snipers. Yeah, she just snipers there. And we're doing this with an enemy won't no more here. Come on, if you be able to court me, go on a and then we won't no more here. Almost here, Abogana fool because they want to create the impression in the Ghanaian mind. So it's me Ghana some. Into a woman of a show one. Who can see video be by now? Mammy Piton idea of market. The episode since Sagana Sekoye. Send a sick on a phone. A man saying a sick on well, there's someone in show. That's what they're looking for. See who put back count. Because they started on the mental level. And that's what the dictatorship are getting. You know, so this is this, you know, experience is a echo true in the court. You know, the experience, I mean, yeah. But I understood in the beginning, said, you know, it is a psychological battle. Someone breaking me psychologically. So face the country me PR and it means me manonya dim. So me jai, I don't know what to. And I told myself, I spent my time there, and all I did is say I was reading and I was writing.
Yeah.
That sells now landlight nini no. I'm telling you, you're more pianist no. I'm just going back. I don't know kakana police for no police station light no. Let me put my book say. Let me be. Let me kind. And I read 13 books. Nyama mature notes for 300 pages of writing material. Na me butu me yeb. Bedroom maybe the full scapi be me if you wait him. Be by breme. I know na mature front and back and all over. Of wanted to write my experiences and what is going through my mind. Send me a dachi maybe let me account and know what's happening. And there's some of them where I would write and record what I was seeing happen in the police station. What they were doing to suspects and inmates. Documented. And then one of the ones that now is standing out to me, Obakumi sit match. No, Nathan, he brutalizing the papa. Say yes, I done a J found it. Listen, he I wrote it down. I want to know where when in a medium count. And I said, I made a man send me the meeting 1-1. You know? So this is the experiences we go through. But, you know, Senya, okay, I said, time na yes, we buy here, our Christians Bible. And the other community or still, or yeah, ashe. I kept telling myself, say, you know, people are unable to see it. It's a better for me. So, I will do it. I will suffer it. And that's what I did. You know, Senya, you know, my story, you know, a bit more say, aha, it's Senya seeking this is this and this. You know, one of the first thing I did was that I was fighting the situation in Mongrove that cells now move from court, you know, through the court system. And then the feeding of the police, the first thing I did was try to use the country, saying, Razy, talk, no more needed. It was the first thing I tried to do. And I afraid police for no more here. It's an anopanopo no so it on so back be so because it's so so and go sell police station of any near to turn in one of the things that me experience from there no mami who said a young coffee be never binemo who's been fat 10 because 10 no almost Rosabia now on their weapon, so it has to be plastic, it has to be this, you know, all those things me advise see it, you know, it's only experience or something a bit natural. So all the things they want to talk on your pre-packaged that, and you know, more reasons some may reject it. No, I afraid me. Say police paying for no say a minister of national security, you know, someone said me fundraising and come no. They were so afraid that as the prisoners in their name pono, they were afraid of the symbolic value. So they told themselves, I'm rejected and I'm afraid to get some men from my home. Now I say, Debbie, yeah, they be baho. No more rejecting. More rejecting we are, you'd be coffee. Now, Sanya money to toy, you know. Last Monday, yeah, came.
Monday, yeah.
Yes, yet to be Kaho, Elikoma, Ankaku Psychiatric Hospital. Because almost no go on, your mom was coming to talk Yama and your mom go on. Because the situation of people who have been kept by a man who said almost no. Yes, it treat you mofano. I know some situation, no, any situation, Papa. Need to come on. Now, Omokas actually, see, no, we'll still take it there. And then they organize the Edinya Koya, who share a police for someone. Ah, no, Omo said divisional commander and super hobby. Every friend catches the main fee and wine. I'm so they train visiting time, but I be presented. Most of them send me myself at my car near coffee. And I'm go free. Some food soldiers don't play on the police station. Police never been good arm robbery seminal. Almost share. Yamakava cover when you tell you name that feel. Send your way in Libya. Almost me. No. Started try some of media. No, so with ABB no. I need to go find for no buyer. Say a man for you. Police running you almost like a release statement. Say, me boy, I'm police, I'm man government and na nhwehwɛnimu na memeyɛ na ɛmama Ghanafoɔ no take me serious na metena ase dwen paa hu sɛ na policefoɔ no mo frɛ me ɛwɔ akyi informally sɛ oh ade a mo yɛ problem a yɛ dealing with na policefoɔ mpanyinfoɔ sɛnea ɔmo soro aban bi nti sɛ ɔmo bɛsɛ ɔmo fɛre sɛ bi ana ɔmo bɛsɛ bɛgu aban bi anim ase nti institution to me release statement twantoro ebi nsi wɔ any democracy in the world da we can resign and so they denied it ɔmo denying nkorɔfo no sɛ make say few days ago American Ashman police station na nyame ɔhwɛ yɛ so nyame ɔno yɛ kamafo ɔmo nam so ama nipa ɔmo hyɛ ne to asɛma cells hɔ afa so ewu sɛ ɔso pɔm wɔ inside hɔ na ɔso sɛ de yɛ mo ka no ɔmo antie anya ho hwɛ adeɛ kyi yɛ a nipa ne wo ne pictures wɔ hɔ me de to online po yɛ de bra me sɛ image no ama me kɔ hɔ because me representing no pɛ bail ma ebi no mo gyegye bail ma nkrofo representing mo na ebu hɔ no tin ma me na so ma me beti asɛm no ma me nya information of it asa na me release this close information we say the ACD asa na asase radio po ebe breaking story no say the nipa ewudi sem ni abro ayo didi ho na sa feeding atemi mpie because one of the things that I say okay some possible feeding di a yakọ find right to information request say bukuru mo ewo ekuru ewo mu no ebe ma na dedi ene ye bi so mo say some possible feeding emails di a mo budget amodi feeding omo we ediane ben na mo tomo omo den ni day ben na mo feeding omo ne okro mo be kire ene information 3 weeks mo nyi ya no the right to information commission almost left strong. No one there, say no one finding the police in the past 50,000 Ghana cedis. They started finding a mobile. They will set back court. No one go for file because it's so minor. You know, maybe it is the country here, the piano, and improving your minor, and no, can keep me a memoir and that's a democracy. No, it's been general and answer. The real way now who kunya no afa ho actually Ghana for say ye na pese yeku na Ghana for no so bi no edi mu achi say e pese o man ni se so ye beku ku wa na ku yeku omo ti so no mamu papa omo no mo yeku etia system no bika say so mo say omo feeding grofo wo no go bri akosa so aba bo biansa Captain Smart Master Thompson o nyina beka ba ye koma wan aduane da ben Chatawale ye friend say agboy otunu abodam kwa kes o nyina bia o organize aduane koma nkrofo because o nim obi akomu situation wo nso ye mpe no krenti but in we me de me o se me ba ye me se de waye nyina bi ye ebe kosoa bomwa kosise fa hu beba demonstration ebe kosoa organizing ebe mi akosoa mobilizing your se kosise yesu ye ni beti na se na oman no omatena so na oman ye oman se ye te no ye betisa no then no me page no so me streaming Romania answer the Romania baba ye kru papa no wo nko detector bia Chuchescu Kosi said no the military and systems the police for the operating microphone. Kosi said microphone story here said na yempene. Na revolution revolution. Emma army in the jai the panachi the population who buy. Mo to be overthrown. And a more you microphone be your prime minister no more change system no ma and Romanian so ye crew. Yes no yes ni fata adepa. Say ma COVID said Sweden, Norway, New Corona. Yeah, what resources chain or more. Yeah, what resources the chain or mumpo. No more, no, to be sure, ma, what to be sure, promo food. Let us say, and yes, so big to say, oh, no, what's the car? My line up when if you are no, a school fees, but you can't or you could. That's the central system. we be ko so prefer ho bi ko say Ghana for no yesu ye betimi nya kro papa esi na so yesu at the perfect time yesu you know it mean na my mo ye pro for no be di hia ese sutra nze no ne ye ko
Mr. Oliver Madam I say yakasa 1 hour 47 minutes ya pese ya close bibia in 2 hours ya nka asem foforo bia e kwan be ho say weekend we ya bese anya no watch na so because and some can say bisa okra na yakasa e bisa it can take us 5 hours na ye mi one yikura ho asem kan ti no menim ta kwa ya bebe na ye benya next weekend that because if you break we here one man nya ntia say ye betumi everybody nkomo time by time Saturday, Friday, or Sunday.
Unia, I guess freedom fighters money media communication way. And one is what some me. What's some media answer me see. Tell my mama be a the whole month of media. So don't worry.
Wonderful. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Doctor, amazing. Doctor, amazing. Me call amazing office. Amazing. Yeah, cancer for say and can say now what piaba what is the way forward yeah can wasn't because my time and you know yeah can a free name yeah or contribute with social media as well that for me useless me and the government are bounty 82 years old man was 78 and I will see Ghana for so now what it Ghana for the Ghana for taxpayers money farm matter free massy. You hear one yet? When Nipa was a man to watch your nose or Yakasa. Was it watching unlawfully? Ash Osha Panya yet it Nick Papa is about Kenina, I can't pen a kunono. If it's that time, no basic say ye in piano question be a wubiano, but Ube to me the amount and young doctor and I wrap it up near.
Okay. In fact, Oliver, may appreciate you and then birthday. Can be a magic class every life. But me Oliver, I'm saying no. Send them to me by number share Mr. Oliver because Juma what the amount of my Ghana no. And they said they are used to now Christo for see what we waji Amaya Christosum. Mr. Oliver, may appreciate you pa. But my question back one, my person, me dema want to say. Upon all stress ya wakum, ye nanka wo a Juma nanka wo ye. Still Ghana for Binumuntias and Bessas will be a Niyama, Uncle Fua, Moshe and Moshe freedom fighters, or more, or Moshe feeds the country, or more, or Monte, and someone again than I can as no. The person can believe Ghana for just a seconds. Say, dear Quentin, oh, dear, na open. You have stress a crowd of 4 months. So, mine are, ye, na him say, or mine woman go ye. But here's the case, will be sorry and reaction. Ubi kasa na yesi kwantum but me wa no panifo omo nkrofo de timi kasa o media so but yenye omo hwe etimi pese ubi Ghana for just a seconds be Ghana for bi no madwin na omo nti ase ensem no dawso me pese questions no ma list me bri but me pese o de bri we keke ya time no ntino
ye be di hun komomo unim me one of the things that na ye che me no one of the questions that be sa me won say because for don't know say the moye ehun person say na BBC you know tunes afre me ni di won komo aye kasa ye you know say na ekoni oni say won beba asem but na omo wey risk na omo dream say they face the country here no a threat on long term you know so me fa shortcut we a breaky movement in the media maybe an bomb because of a so on this attack na was the in the only thing I can say maybe any pay you film you be breaking it down mentally unless you breaking it down the crana tama you be in the piano that is the country at the deputy. One of the things I make tama you chairman is na yana me catch lawyers instead. And then me, you know, my partner said, I am prepared, say mentally, and I want you to be prepared, say, I will be in here for 1 year. Then I'm brought me psychologically to be there for 1 year. So then I'm preparing me say me pay. because I'm say jumani yenye wiye jumano. So now the more yana de me who ye because psychological and that important say me build the mind to prepare for corner damage. Now no crabby and go be some say ade me na kame fa we mo kame twaso nya de me ye kame jai kasa my baby biako tina who can say it's easy passport because the person where you go the person Cambridge say the Cambridge for no crab release statement criticizing about the cancer share more. In the end, my passport no find my own 2 coin. The person some year be not just next time no because the more plan is the year where next time I'll be so sorry in Qatar. There will be some who say okay, go for you no. What is the purpose? Umbe say face the country na money ye na pese ye gi o man si ho no umbe say it be more mo kwan ye more mo eno mo kwan dia e na na say project ni ye no ya defeated dada ye penyifo no mu di ye ni nkruma mo ni mo mo tichi o mo no o mo jai de mo ye aka na ye ni fa ho di British for no call South Africa no o mo tina wa na aga na se na o mo de o mo tina South Africa na go see 1994 Into no, ye groove na last year and kumfa hundie na ama Ghana nye first man na ma no so ama Africa for na kan be nyom mfimu a yes it go so work so and no na me decided say you know what nipa de say ye we yo man ye we yo e be do mewu ye ne mbibo no omo se mo mpre omo bi ne ye no omo hospital omo ko omo na me kwan so ko de wo de be to obi a but ma wo ti ase ne de be de me ko be ye bibipa Ebeku amase echire bi ne dachi bi ntinu ohawo ne bra yetim Ghana esubetwa yesu ye nipa no na me motivate me
okay doc many amazing what we honestly on me that's doc Mama ma 1 minute na fa bisa bibia na sa opese o kan bibi ka mo na fe ya fa djumadi ni mrewe nyame aduma I think say Sunday and Saturday ni be din komo wa chire na ya hwe any one of the days no na yen sign in entrance na yen so mu free wono nti doc
yo em say Sunday free ma ene ye nyina so ebe hiem wa na ya twetwe nkomo nti ebeda yenua Oliver se amane a wo fame no eye nyina na ye fame bi mentally no de bia me ka se ye ka freedom wa freedom no where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. If the mind is without fear, that is when the head is held high. And the freedom of the mind is the real freedom. And a person whose mind is not free, is still a slave. Na yena nanamu kan sembi na me see beto aso because addition e pese ye kire Ghana fo nyina say ye wo mra na nso mpemfo animra so no ana ye kire no kwankra enkofo fa so a ye chi wo mkotu fiase na o maame no papa no mpo enti wo mo nka bi okra no water region na bia obepimu asantimem na bia am robbery because so ye free bibi soup ya fa no get to be ni maame mpo nim ba bia woda wodemu anu wawuko. These are the things essentially na me di chat one because when you see am come on no e beto aso na ye da nua Oliver ase yes so as I wish amazing GH freedom fighters ye wish no sofo ye wish happy birthday na me ma won kwatentene ahode ni sikawo ye na nanamo ka asembi asem o mo kan no edi o mo se yen ara asasi ni ya boarding ding di maye ye mpayin fom di enim no munya hunu se asase ne ya boarding di maye enu nti na wo mgu ye nimu ase e wa abontene e wa kwantuo wo mgu ye nimu ase ego mo nim se kro no ayetim na ya boarding dine e de mame ne omiye na tie ye na namo sa kan ye wo se moja ye na nanu hwie gu wo mu hwie moja which means it was a battle of life or death. We be mu ye. Yem pay for mu die anim no mu nim say na na mahwe moja bi egu. Enu nti no sori anopa, obefa 14,000 pound an hour akoju obi krom wa kosresre sika. Abra wote kokko so wa kwakọ block ekwan our friend is saying, Memphis, no, I can say, yay, your man, the fans, meanwhile, to go to so. Woman, you will say, I am what in Dimby and your Jima, and you woman, you will yet. But I am freedom fighters, I could Jima and Yenim. And until any Abano. We are the voice of the ancestors, a woman will be coming to me, baby. Yeah, they are. Aqua Jemu, woman to me, baby. Yeah, they are. Nana, and somebody more, woman to me, baby. Until I made Dr. Ren, a amazing GH, a war in David, a Oliver Baker, Voma was Sargifo, a yain and another fire, so because Yanim said a boarding thing and woman Jemai. Was in us to us was say, Moja almost share good to my, and do me no so see a baby to us, and do of the good father so as well be to us. Ready a warrior and walk me. And so I see we should be what? Citizens, not spectators. Oliver was just being a citizen, not a spectator. And if you want me to be a citizen, I have to talk. I have to tell you that what you are doing is not right. I have to let you know that I'm a stakeholder. With him, Ghana no home. The PMC Mamia Bakope Amagana and Kwadani 16 regions. Into baby a free baby ano. Unyano. Okaka Safo Frokra by virtue say we what particular region we are Ghana need a miniano. Umpe miniano. Famisa, many more time craft famisa. Media term craft famisa. Any antina media term. The only thing that cancels insult is results. And by influence of my results. Who call school no born who for results in Befi about to school fees be. Who be jaitia. Who do attempt. Why he crab just sotro. Yam paying for a month sotro. We crowd the mom a jara into your best. The air can you say. Why will she be an old teen seminal? Father said the teacher Bible moonsem. Also check on your episode. Form a group, one man will form a group. Would you form a 10 B, form a 20 B? Now, Frey and Catcher said Dr. Rennie or Sajifu amazing. When you every day, Matikume, Matisel be our freedom fighters dim, and Tiaquamba and soon I'm to me a Wambia quetch because we are Yadom and the Dom ABBR. Yeah, my way mono and my members. It will be best when David, but if someone Renasso, Yadas a part to say, with J. Manager, because we said Germany, Yans a full crew by now, crowd more 11 p.m. Italy for somebody say, more Italian Kai, Croy, Roman Fui, Woman Kofabaye, where Roman for the Kofabayo, Yans are putting in our woman at the Shas here. Bensumo United Kingdom, Great Britain, so I would him. A crowing in another combine in Ano, Hannah Yansan and so ever. Yenya, Oliver, and so baby, I try a fruma, a yaw Sajifo. Send ye TB and Yama Meno. Yama, the Nimungwasi, the Biarada, Yabetino, the Yashano, yes, no, no, Kodemwa, you will say, Pa, Ghana near, aha, Ukambrebi, near Comrica in 1963, ya Comrica track and racer, Ghana needs Nawa, not commentators, and you will be any Danasu Adaya, because your Bosch Manua, Ghana need be first. I'm going to be by now, a motorway, that you can no money motorway, and maybe by now, a place, Ghana, a place, maybe now Dubai for Nippy. Yebida, bet me aye, and untim, my own paba, Wabemo Bukranwa, Kahunu said, Yebida. Nobody, no Ghanaian was born of any inferior god. One more Amutna CD, a America Krabi, won't be free war, Yayabo free war, Yash share money. A new Ghana is coming, and that new Ghana, you have to be part of it. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.
Walaikum salam. Okay, Mr. Oliver Baker from Wadaruma. And Kofo Busade Busase, who mobile Momo number na Momo no so na has here to take tax and a quite be honoma, Ubi Peso de Cacraba, Ebers office the country for us and Babasi Bako baby acquire Jumedi Biniadia, Sia de Yesica, and you know, a quite be Hosana.
Boys, comedy boys who boys, freedom fighters, face the country boys. Jack, I'm out for. Munya do yam ye unu sama do ye efe. Munya do ye unu sama do ye efe because boys na bre. Hey. Enya easy. The text messages we check one we be sure.
You will face the country a mobile number, the donations. Now since we started 11, you know, we see that's no 372. So minya kukudro misa Ghana Fuska. because of the 11 no ntino you say you know ejuma in his car but anyway
when the omwana bisa omwana bisa ntino
ya ben say ya be because ya kasama for there ya be pe number bi near their tuja ya ma
number no in the country
so say either say go fund me no na bia wo metimi go fund me na wo no say Oliver betimi provide those ones and I say money gram bi mpo no mo de be fa na Western Union no na ye hu
omo metimi you know say many 100 mpo na be a mistake at all you know less than 99 cities na wa mon ne de yentemo nti the number no is 0555 873 339 Mississippi 0555 0555 873 339 Medina Dato make sure my recruiter Medina Dato say the country near register no still how many year train almost 1 year eba omo my register no my intimate for the country didn't go register in line into to call your social media na obehun say send your account for scanning nyina no da ho kinya capre dia your account for it send me me show ya say na adwuma no ye no ebetimi akoso aye no nyina bebo ye nti no
Bacho number ni ana hwe na confirm ma me ene na that screen is no 0355 873339
I know that's fine.
Okay, yeah, that's it, papa. Enti, we dia and your person, this main person, over cancer for be and I think it's Sunday, your best anyway, here. Enti, I don't for Monsha date, so consider where enemy weekend, you know, Mr. Oliver Bettinas become common and see 2 hours, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, I don't know. A hand you're doing this year, Damase. Enti, not the overrunner, Yadamasi, why? Okay, good night, guys. Mr. Oliver, yada. Bye. Bye. Abusia yada mu nyina mase nyame adoma yebehia Sunday na yedi nkomo. Yada obi bia ba ya obe ma hu Johnny Darren o ha say yaya yenara sorry yenara yeah. I say David, I need your number. Why be Sankofa bias o ha say Felicia yebo noble mo nyina mo ha me da mase Amanda